Wow, look at Carter's knife. It looks like it could just come right out and just... What the heck? Oh. Darn you, McFarlane, for not making the knife removable. How am I going to get Carter to stab Grunts in the back now? How will I? Sad face. Hey guys, I'm Rich and welcome to another Halo Reach action figure review. Yes, I know you missed them. If you didn't, now you're going to make me sad. But anyway, today's review is brought to us by ExordiumToys.com. Your collection starts here. That's their slogan there. But anyway, a link to the store in the description box if you're interested in maybe picking up one of these figures for yourself for a pretty decent price. I like it. But anyway, here we have Carter from the Halo Reach Series 2 series. Very cool figure. I am super excited because Carter is one of my favorite characters in Halo Reach, part of Noble Team and everything, one of my favorites, and he comes with some pretty cool stuff. Right here, his weapon that he comes with is a DMR, and you might notice something different about this DMR. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's not here. That's right, they clipped away this little grip plastic piece here. Here's another DMR for comparison. See the little plastic piece right here? They got rid of it with the new figures. I didn't clip this. All the Carters are like this now. So the DMRs, they changed that. So for those people who were upset before, being like, man, I can't get my figures to hold the DMR very well, now they've fixed it. Now the only thing that's kind of weird is it looks to me like, you see how that little piece of plastic there, it's a little sharp, and there's a little sharp up here at the top of the handle too, the grip. It feels like somebody just took some wire cutters like these, or clippers or something, just clipped it off and then put it in the box. It feels like that. So I'm not sure if McFarlane still makes them the same, making them the old mold, but they're making them the same, and then they're just having them added a step is just clipping it off. That's what it kind of feels like. But as you can see, Carter could hold his DMR very well, very good. He also comes with a frag grenade. Now, the problem, well, it's not really a problem, but Carter here, he actually comes with like a little fanny pack, backpack thing on his butt. So he's kind of using both butt pegs at the same time. But this is removable. When you first remove it, here, I'll show you. When you first remove it, you see how there's a little bit of paint there? If you've ever seen any of my HasOp reviews, you get that little emergency medical kit type thing on their left leg. Well, Carter gets something like that except on his butt. But if you remove this little pack, it actually will kind of leave some of the paint behind. So see how there's a little bit of blue paint, there's a little bit of silver paint here. So they kind of leave the paint behind, but this is interchangeable. I have a Noble 6 figure here. You can actually just pop it right on, and there you go. So that's really cool if you want to customize other figures or something like that. So that's awesome. The only thing is, it uses both of the butt pegs, uses both of them up. But anyway, so you can take that off, you can leave it on or whatever. So when you get the frag grenade, if you have the little backpack thing on, little fanny pack for his fanny, you can't really use it, but if you take it off, then you can use the frag grenade. So I personally don't really care for the frag grenade. Like, I'm not going to cry at night if I don't have a frag grenade on my Spartan. This is actually a really cool backpack, and even if you're not interested in Carter, Carter might be worth being picked up just for the pieces to customize. Besides that, he's got other armor here. Both of his shoulders are removable. You just pop them right off, and you can interchange that with other figures. His chest plate is interchangeable, and so is his head. So those are interchangeable with other Spartans. And I've got to say, Carter has one kick booty paint job here. Very unique paint job. I mean, it is just like the character in the game. It's really well done. I'm really impressed by it. I mean, when they do Noble Team characters, except for Noble 6, he doesn't count because he's just steel and black, whatever, or silver and steel. But when they have like George, Emil, and now Carter, they have very distinct paint jobs. They have a lot more markings. Like you can see here up on his bicep, he has different markings. Then on the other side, he doesn't have the same. His leg just has one white stripe going across it. Just little things like that, and overall it's like, oh wow, whoop-de-doo. But you start thinking about how much more time they're spending on just this one guy when they're making him, compared to like multiplayer Spartans that are just red and blue or steel or whatever. Those ones are just really generic. These guys have a much more unique feel to them, and I really like the campaign characters. Overall, I'm very impressed with this figure, and before I even finish the review, I'll give him a 5 out of 5. Go get him if you see him. Very, very awesome figure. And I'm betting he's going to sell out really quick. Maybe not overall, because it seems like with the last series, McFarlane had a lot of Emil and George left over. Sometimes Noble 6 and sometimes the Elite Minor, but it was really George and Emil that really stayed behind. And I'm not really sure why that is. I guess because you can't really use them for army builders. Like with grunts, you can always use multiple grunts, you know, if you're an army builder or a stop motion maker. So when you have a unique character who can't really be used as generic, like, you know, Carter here, I mean, he's really distinct to look just like Carter. You can't really buy a ton of him unless you want to get him for parts to customize your other Spartans, which, I mean, he is really cool. The paint job is awesome. And he comes with the DMR here, put that there, and the frag grenade. And I'm pretty impressed so far. Alright, now for articulation. The head, you can see, clearly goes up and down. McFarlane's done a much better job with the Halo Reach figures, being able to clearly tell that they look up and down. Good job, McFarlane. Arm rotation, if you haven't seen any of my reviews before, they have rotation here up at the shoulder, the elbow. The elbow can also, or the forearm can rotate, the elbow can rotate. And then you also have the wrist is on a swivel, and then it can go, oh, do not break. Oh, I don't like that when they don't move. Oh, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, I said ooh, do not break, but Halo Reach has had a lot better joints compared to Halo 3. There's a lot more figures that are good. You know, you don't have to necessarily worry about getting a broken one. And if you do, if you get a bad figure ever, and you're not happy with it, and you know, like if you buy it like at Target or GameStop or Toys R Us or something, you know, where there's a storefront, return it. You know, take it back and get it fixed. Or, I mean, like, if you take it out and it breaks. I'm not talking about, like, if you take it and you throw it against the wall and it's like, oh no, my toy broke, but I broke it on purpose. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you open it up and he's clearly made poorly, you know, one of the figures. Put it back in the box and go take it back down to the store, you know? It's just better that way so that you end up having your figure and you like it with time. Waist articulation, really good. You can rotate and you can clearly see he's bending up and down. The weight, or the hip, can kick really far out and then bring it back to about there, and then you get a little bit more out of the knee. There's not a whole lot of knee rotation as far as up and down, but you know, you can also rotate it. And then you've got the ankle can go up and down, side to side. The foot can go side to side, and then you also have the toe. All Spartans have toe articulation. And the only problem I have with my Carter is he's a little loose here on the right knee, but you know, sometimes you get one that has maybe one joint that's not the best. I really wish McFarlane would try to help that with their quality control. They have gotten a lot better. They have gotten a lot better. But, you know, it's like McFarlane, you know, don't give up, don't stop until you've got them perfect. So, overall, I'll give this figure 5 out of 5. I really like it, and I'm not just saying that because, like, I'm biased to Carter or something. I really like the paint job. The armors are cool. I like how they kind of fixed the DMR, how they've made it so that it's more easily held for people. And overall, I like it. Gotta say, good going, McFarlane. Alright. So, if you guys have any comments or questions about this figure, you know where to put that down in the bottom place in the comments section. Alright then. I think I've had too much sugar or something. I'm gonna go ahead and go. And I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take Carter with me. We're probably gonna go, like, cruise the beaches for some chicks. Because, you know, chicks are chicks.